Wow, this table looks fantastic. Where'd you get this?
Believe it or not, I made this table.
No kidding.
Yeah, there was some leftover lumber from the retaining wall that we built, and
wow. Yeah, it looks like lots of different pieces.
Yeah, it was all the scraps. It was all the leftover scraps, and I put my hands to a test and see if I could make something out of it, and it started with just playing around, and then eventually it ended up being a table.
Well, bravo! It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Have you done any other furniture pieces around the house?
No, but the wife has now since decided that I will be.
Okay, look what you signed yourself up for.
Yeah, I kind of screwed myself there.
But do you enjoy it? Is it fun?
Like, it was fun. It truly is fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoy more the final product.
Yeah, for sure.
Like kind of with anything, it's all about the end result.
Well, it's a great end result.
Excellent, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm
Yeah,
quite proud of my handiwork there.
That's what you should be. So, cool. So, ready to get started here. And would you mind just asking your wife to join us so we can get started?
Well, I'm the decision maker, so
Okay.
I think it's good that she just kind of hangs out in there. If we need her, I can call her in.
Okay. So, totally, respect that. I do find in doing this a while, I find that both parties always have lots of different questions. And, this is, becomes a part of the house. It affects resale. There's also a tax credit involved. And I feel better, knowing I'm doing my job if I share all that information with everybody who's connected to the house. So if you wouldn't mind, if you just ask her to join us, that would, I'd really appreciate that.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Hey, hon, do you mind joining us in here?
Sure. Coming.
Hey, how you doing? Rob Evans.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Lauren.
Lauren, pleasure. You have such a lovely house.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is great.
We love it. We love the view.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you two from the Topanga, LA area?
We're both from Southern California.
Okay.
But not Topanga specific. We
Right.
kind of found this when we were hiking one time and fell in love.
Yeah, I'm falling in love right now. This is just gorgeous.
Yep. Now we're lucky enough to live here.
That's great.
Beautiful view.
Yeah.
Beautiful view.
I like to joke that I'm from LA, Lower Alabama.
Ah.
But I've been in this LA for about 8 years now. So.
Nice. Yeah, I always when I send something and I put either or I'm from LA or type or text LA, I always think, do people think Louisiana?
Yeah, well, this is great. So thanks so much for having me in your home. I'm very excited to share this with you. I've been doing this about 5 years. Very passionate about it. I feel like we're really changing the energy industry, protecting people from these outrageous rate hikes that are going on, and
Awesome.
doing the right thing for the planet that we all share.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for your time. Thanks for looking into solar. This is really the only way that we make real positive change. So thanks for having me in your home.
Absolutely, welcome.
Yeah. So just want to let you know, usually what happens is I'm just going to go through a couple questions, find out about kind of your electric usage and any plans for the future. Then we'll talk more about kind of how you're being billed right now with the utility. Then I'll talk about our program and how we can protect you with from the rising rates. We'll talk about how to qualify for the program, and then we'll show you some numbers. How's that sound?
Great.
Excellent.
Okay.
Perfect.
Wonderful. So first, like I said, I'd love to just ask you a couple questions. First of all, what ideally are you looking to get out of solar?
I know personally, I am looking for money, money, money.
All right, dollar signs.
That's what my big thing is.
Excellent. Got to make sense financially.
Absolutely.
Cool. And what about you, Lauren?
We're looking to reduce our carbon footprint.
Yes.
Are you able to tell us how we might be able to make an impact there?
Yeah, that's so refreshing to hear.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I don't hear it that often. I think
Oh, really?
you think you would in the solar industry. So anyways, much appreciated. That's what got me into this business.
Great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we balance each other out. We both like green, but I like the green and money.
Both types of green. Cool. Well, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to help with both areas of the green there.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Anything else you're looking to get out of solar in particular?
We just really want to take control of
Yeah.
our utility rates and usage if possible. Like,
Yeah.
We don't have a real solid understanding of how we're billed, and it'd be really great to get a better grasp of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I keep adding things, and we've upgraded to the central air conditioning 7 years ago. We did the upgrade, upgraded the hot tub, and added in these things. And I guess I never really thought, oh, this is going to have an effect on my electric bill.
Right.
Meanwhile, we have no idea how we're really charged. So
Yeah, cool. So we're going to dig in deep to how they bill you, and we'll also size the system appropriately for the usage you have now, maybe even a little bit in the future.
Great.
So, wonderful. Now, you've been in the home, I think you said the remodel was 7 years ago.
Correct.
How long have you actually lived in this home?
About 9 years. We
Okay.
were here for a couple of years before.
Nice, nice. Do you remember roughly what the electric bill was back then?
So much less.
Yeah?
Probably half of what it is today.
No kidding. Wow. Wow, it's crazy. You know, I wish we could go back in time and stop the bill when it was back then. But that's at least what we'll try to do now.
The
is
ship
stop
has
it from going
sailed.
up. Yes. But at least we can stop the bleeding now.
Yes,
So
that
that's
would be
the
great.
plan.
Great.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I did want to tell you, I wanted to ask, so are you planning on staying in this house? Do you think you might move? I know it's a tough question sometimes.
We definitely plan on staying for quite some time. The missus here keeps pushing for some young ones.
Mm-hmm.
So when that starts to come around, being that we're only a 3-bedroom house right now, I think we would definitely be upgrading to something a little bit larger
Okay.
if we do have children. So
Sure.
that's probably about 5-10 years down the road.
Okay, cool. Then I'll be sure to share our simple move plan.
Okay.
In short, it makes the house just a little bit more attractive and can actually help you sell a little bit faster. So I'll get into those details in a little bit.
Good stuff.
Cool. And then you mentioned possibly using more electricity. You keep adding some things like AC and
Yeah, that hot tub we found was not quite the size we wanted. We were being conservative when we purchased
Okay.
it, and now that we've had friends over and we have some wine out there on the patio and enjoy it, I've noticed that we could use a larger hot tub. So I think
hot tub
upgrade
Okay.
is coming soon. That's
Gotcha.
probably going to happen in the next year.
Okay. Cool. And then anything else? Electric vehicles? Anything of that
Definitely
nature?
want to get an EV someday.
Yeah.
She's been talking about it. She really likes that Chevrolet.
The Volt.
The Volt.
Yeah. Yeah.
She keeps
there you
checking
go.
it out.
I gotta tell you, I've got a Volt and I love it.
Yeah.
It's a really great car. What I didn't expect is for it to have so much power.
Right.
I thought it would be kind of like the hybrids, which move a little, slower, but it's got a lot of torque. And what's really fun is I get to charge it every night and use some of the solar energy that I created during the day to power the home or
Oh,
power
that's
the
great.
car.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, so driving on the sun, which is kind of fun.
Nice.
I'm gonna drive on the sun someday.
Intent.
All right, so it sounds like you'll be using a little bit more power in the future.
Definitely, she wants that car. So, happy wife, happy life.
Oh,
so
yes.
we'll be getting that car pretty soon, I'm sure.
Perfect. Then what I'll do is, I'll show you the recommended system size that they send me, and then we'll also look at one a little bit larger to accommodate future usage.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool. And then we talked about your roof and electrical panel. Everything looks good out there. Again, we'll have our team come out in the next few days just to double check everything.
Okay.
But it does look like it's pretty new, pretty updated. And obviously, I'm very excited to be in this industry. I love doing this. Tell me, what do you two do for a living?
Well, my beautiful wife can tell you about her career.
Stay-at-home housewife.
Okay, great.
I take care of this fella and keep him in line and balance the checkbook every now and then.
Yeah.
She makes sure I don't spend too much on the hot tub.
Right? Fantastic. And then that's you, right?
And I am an RN.
Okay.
I've been a nurse for several years.
Oh, that's
So,
fantastic.
yes, too long.
Yeah. So are you generally like in the OR or where do you?
Yes, I'm a surgical RN.
Okay.
So I assist with any surgeries. So if I actually get a call, I'm on call right now. So if I have to, may have to leave at some point. Hopefully not.
Please let me know. Yeah, I'll try to move quickly. But that's great work that you do. My father's in the medical profession, and he actually told me that if he were to go into it again, he would go the RN route.
Yeah.
Because the hours for being a doctor just really wear on you.
That was kind of my deciding factor. It was like doctor or RN, and at least in RN I got somewhat of a life. So
I think you made the right choice.
Yeah.
Well, that's excellent. So one of the reasons I ask is also because of this solar tax credit. I'm sure you've heard about how that's really helping people go solar. And the best news is it just got renewed. I don't know if you saw that, but it was like this wonderful solar Christmas present we got because the 30% tax credit's been extended. So we want to make sure that you can take full advantage of that. So would you say that throughout the year you spend too much or way too much in federal taxes?
Oh, way too much for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always seems that way.
Right. Well, one good thing about that is you'll be able to take full credit of this tax credit. and help you
Great.
reduce the cost of the system. So that's good. And then one of the last questions here, obviously we're helping finance this system for you, so that's based on credit. Would you say that you have good, excellent credit?
Excellent
The
credit.
best.
I believe it.
We
Okay.
make sure, well, and by we,
I'm
I mean
always
she
paying
makes
bills
sure that
on
the
time.
bills are paid on time.
Excellent. Cool. Then you'll no doubt get our best program, which is great. Okay. Now, before I really dive in deep here, what are your main questions and concerns, so I can make sure I focus on that as I go through the presentation?
The roof mostly for
Okay.
me. If there are any damages caused, I just want to know like how we would be covered,
Absolutely.
or like what the likelihood is of it potentially leaking or something like that.
Sure.
Do
So I'll
you
get
know?
into our warranties and guarantees.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, and along those lines, I just kind of want to make sure that what we're purchasing today is going to withstand the length of the loan that we're paying for. So I want
So
to
the
make sure.
technology,
Yeah, I want to make sure that it's current and
and it will last a long time.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
know the system is doing today what it's going to do
Right.
the entirety of the life of it.
Wonderful. So I'm excited. I'll tell you all about our production guarantee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we are guaranteeing a certain amount of power throughout the whole time frame of the program.
Really?
Perfect.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. Anything else?
Not at this time.
Okay. Well, please, as I'm going through, just stop me at any time if you have a question. I really would prefer to answer your question than
Great.
just ramble on. So just don't hesitate
I'm
to
sure we'll have it.
to let me know what's on your mind. Cool. Then let me do this. I'm going to put in just some basic information, make sure everything's correct here. So I believe Jake, who came to your door, got most of your information. And I just wanted to ask you, is the home held in a trust, like a living trust?
No, it's in both of our names.
Okay. And what about a homeowners association? Is there an
No.
HOA?
No,
I didn't
not out
think there was
here.
one up here, but okay, that's good. But it's kind of neat. No HOA can really stop anybody from going solar because of the Solar Rights Act, which is
Okay.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Good to know. Wow.
Yeah,
They
you
stop
actually
you
have
from a
some
lot of
rights.
other things, though.
That's what I mean. Wonderful. And now, did you do your homework? Did you get your bills and kilowatts and all that?
Yes.
Did indeed.
Okay, wonderful.
Jake was very insistent that we had this ready.
Good.
And so
You did this job well.
the wifey got all your numbers for you here.
Thank you so much. This saves us so much time.
Great.
So I really appreciate it. So got the bill, rate class, domestic, excellent. So I'm just going to put that info in here. And I assume you got this off the website?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Correct.
cool. All right, so we got all the kilowatts. And now I'm going to do, if you don't mind, just take a quick photo of your bill.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we have the right rate class and everything here. Okay. Wonderful. Alrighty. Alright, so it looks like you have an average bill of about $170. Okay, so this one looks to be particularly steep. So let's do this. Let's dive in and talk about how the utility is currently billing you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.